Hey there, virtual adventurers. Grab your controllers because Steam Daily is here to unveil the gaming wonders of the 24th May, 2024. Bounty Drag Racing is a comprehensive online-only drag racing experience. Players can race various types of dragsters from bracket cars to 5-second dragsters on track, street, and sand courses. The game features an in-depth tuning system with power, adder tuning, radial tire suspension tuning, and a live engine swap system that allows engine changes at the track. It offers a true-to-life staging system and a dynamic weather system affecting car performance. Compatible with Logitech Thrustmaster and most Fanatec wheels, but not Motor wheels. Bounty Drag Racing includes detailed interiors and engines, monthly competitive events, and promises more cars and features in future updates. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, the new Hara game offers a nostalgic return to drag racing simulation, reminiscent of classics like Era Drag Racing 2. Players appreciate the customization and tuning options, and there is clear enthusiasm for its future development. However, the game is currently plagued by numerous issues, including unrefined gameplay, problematic vehicle handling, and various bugs. The extensive and costly DLC packs, some priced higher than the base game, have also drawn significant criticism, with many finding them unjustifiable given the game's unfinished state. While there's potential for improvement, many reviewers advise against purchasing it now, recommending waiting for more updates. Despite its flaws, the game has a passionate community and developer support, indicating that it might eventually fulfill its promise as a top-tier drag racing simulator. Mercenaries of the Kingdom. First Blood is a strategic RPG where players assume the role of a mercenary facing countless enemies for unknown reasons. Survival hinges on recruiting, feeding, equipping, and training mercenaries. Players collect coins and loot from enemies to progress. The game features two modes: Quick Run, a simplified mode with limited weapons and a single match type, and Adventure, a more complex mode where players manage bases, craft items, and face permanent death. Mercenaries are highly customizable, with options including various classes, races, and magical knowledge. The game boasts over 210 weapons, 650 armor components, numerous magic items, and 4 types of mounts. Players can hire hundreds of mercenaries, create battle formations, and encounter over 140 different enemies. To secure loot, players must call a portal to extract it safely with their team. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that while this game has potential and some innovative features, it currently suffers from several significant issues. The gameplay loop is counterintuitive, and without a metagame, the experience remains frustrating as there's no sense of progress. The difficulty spikes due to excessive chip damage once ranged enemies stop spawning, and healing options are unreliable. Combat feedback is minimal, with little indication of damage dealt or received, making battles feel unsatisfying. The UI is clunky, and the game lacks content, with only 3 maps and no unlockable characters. The game's environments often cause characters to get stuck, adding to the frustration. Despite its potential and active development, the game needs more polish, better UX, and additional content to justify its price. While it runs well on platforms like Steam Deck and has a dedicated developer, the current state of the game makes it hard to recommend without significant improvements. Sonar Shock is a first-person dungeon crawler that invites players to explore the eerie, empty halls of the Soviet super submarine, Sun Utopia, and uncover the mystery behind its supernatural downfall. Players can create their character by choosing between a spongy Psy soldier, an agile special weapon expert, or a hacking-savvy gunslinger. The game is inspired by immersive RPGs from the 90s and requires players to scour the submarine's 4 floors for powerful weapons such as flamethrowers, harpoon guns, and automatic pistols. As players delve deeper, they will need to manage their dwindling ammo supply and sanity, while fending off eldritch horrors inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and Slavic folklore. Interaction with a cast of alcoholic sailors provides opportunities to argue, gossip, and barter for information about subnautic secrets. The game features treacherous side quests, such as solving criminal cases with Detective Sherlock Holmes, discovering hidden treasures, or battling through the crypt of a haunted cathedral. Hidden secrets abound, with sliding bookshelves and vents hiding strange treasures. Sonar Shock immerses players in a survival horror experience where every decision can mean the difference between life and death. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Common feedback points to Sonar Shock highlight its strengths and weaknesses. Many players appreciate the game's aesthetic and its homage to System Shock 1, with its immersive sim elements and retro design. However, the controls have been a major point of contention. Unlike the original System Shock, Sonar Shock lacks full movement control, such as strafing or looking up and down, making navigation feel restricted. The UI has also been criticized for being unintuitive, with delayed panel appearances and a lack of hotkey options, which disrupts the flow of gameplay. Despite these issues, some players find the dramatic weapon manipulation and the necessity to use character traits for health visibility to be intriguing concepts. The game's visual style, while appreciated by some, is seen by others as trying too hard to fit an indie game mold. Technical performance has also been a concern, with reports of the game running poorly. Nonetheless, it showcases what the Godot engine can achieve and retains potential for improvement with future updates. Unusual activity has been detected from your device. Try again later. 8893 B5 A1F BT Onyx 17 Fra. Let's now delve into the reviews. Common feedback points to a promising start with a good prologue and addictive gameplay. It's recommended for those who enjoy similar games and seek a relaxing experience. However, issues with controller support render it unplayable for some, hindering the overall experience. There's potential, but improvements in user experience are needed before it can fully captivate players. Masterplan Tycoon. Foundations is a minimalist resource management sim, where players guide production lines and manage resources to ensure efficient delivery. With schematic visuals and relaxed gameplay, players immerse themselves in building intricate chains without fear of penalties for mistakes. As missions progress, complexity increases, prompting players to conduct research and expand production chains across the interconnected world. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that Foundations is a solid mix of strategy and management, offering engaging gameplay and impressive customization options. The graphics are excellent, and players can spend hours planning their city's growth. It's highly recommended for fans of the genre, with a dynamic economy system keeping gameplay engaging. It's a free version of Masterplan Tycoon, offering a refreshing take on the Tycoon genre, with clean graphics, intuitive UI, and comprehensive tutorials, making it accessible to newcomers. Overall, it's a solid choice for a thoughtful and engaging Tycoon experience.